So without further ado, SCP-087. Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-087 is located on the campus of Redacted. A doorway leading to SCP-083 is constructed of reinforced steel with an electro-release lock mechanism. It has been disguised to resemble a janitorial closet consistent with the design of the building. The lock mechanism of the doorknob will not release unless redacted volts are applied in conjunction with the counterclockwise rotation of the key. The inside of the door is lined with 6 centimeters of industrial foam padding. Due to the results of the final exploration, see document 087-4, no personnel are permitted access to SCP-087. Description: SCP-087 is an unlit platform staircase. Stairs descend on a 38-degree angle for 13 steps before reaching a semicircular platform of approximately 3 meters in diameter. Descent directions rotate 180 degrees at each platform. The design of SCP-087 limits subjects to a visibility range of approximately 1.5 flights. A light source is required for any subject exploring SCP-087, as there are no light fixtures or windows present. Light sources brighter than 75 watts have shown to be ineffective, as SCP-087 seems to absorb excess light. Subjects report, and audio recordings confirm, the distressed vocalizations from what is presumed to be a child between the ages of redacted and redacted. The source of the distress call is estimated to be located approximately 200 meters below the initial platform. However, any attempts to descend the staircase have failed to bring subjects closer to the source. The depth of descent calculated from Exploration 4, the longest exploration, is shown to be far beyond the possible structure of both the building and geological surroundings. At this time, it is unknown if SCP-087 has an endpoint. SCP-087 has undergone 4 video-recorded explorations by D-Class personnel. Each subject conducting the exploration has encountered SCP-087-1, which appears to be a face with no visible pupils, nostrils, or mouth. The nature of SCP-087-1 is entirely unclear, but it has been determined that it is not the source of the bleeding. Subjects exhibit feelings of intense paranoia and fear when faced with SCP-087-1, but it is undetermined whether said feelings are abnormal or simply natural reactions. Addendum. Over a period of 2 weeks following Exploration 4, several members of staff and students from the redacted campus report knocking at a variable rate of 1 to 2 seconds per knock coming from the interior of SCP-087. The door leading to SCP-087 has been filled with 6 centimeters of thick industrial padding. All reports of knocking have ceased. Authorized personnel may refer to the documents 087-1 through 087-4 with transcripts of explorations 1 to 4. Document 1. Document number 087-1. Exploration 1. D8432 is a 43-year-old Caucasian male of average build and appearance and unremarkable psychological background. D-Class designation is a result of demotion due to the mishandling of SCP redacted. D8432 is equipped with a 75-watt floodlight with battery power capable of at least 24 hours, a handheld camcorder equipped with a transmission stream, and an audio headset for communication with Dr. Redacted at control. By the way, from this point on, we're going to be referring to the D-Class as just D. D steps through doorway onto initial platform. Despite the wattage, the floodlight only illuminates the first 9 steps. The second platform is not visible. D. It's fucking dark. Doctor. Is your floodlight functioning properly? D shines the light out the door and into the academic hallway. The light reaches significantly further. Yeah, it's working. I just won't light these stairs all the way down. Thank you. Please continue. D descends for 13 steps before reaching the second platform. The platform is in the shape of a semicircle with an apparently cement surface and walls. There are no distinct markings aside from nondescript patches of dirt, dust, or wear consistent with that which would be found in a typical concrete stairway. D rotates 180 degrees to begin descending down the second flight, then pauses. Reason for stopping? You hear that? There's a fucking kid down there. Sounds like one. None of the described audio is feeding through the camera or the mic at this time. Can you please describe the sound? It's young. Either female or a very young boy. It's crying and sobbing and saying, "Please. Help. Please?" Yeah, it keeps repeating that and crying. Can you estimate the distance of your current location? Fuck. I don't know. Maybe 200 meters down? Please continue down the next flight. The subject descends another 13 steps. As he reaches the landing, the audio of the child, as described, is picked up. The child alters between sobbing and wailing and the words, "Help, please," and "down here." The level of audio is consistent with D's report of approximately 200 meters down. Can you still hear crying? Yeah. We're picking it up as well. Please continue down. Stop if you notice any changes in the audio or atmosphere. The subject descends another 3 flights of stairs before stopping. Keep going? Please. D continues another 17 flights, a total of 22, before stopping. There are no visible changes in the environment, and every flight has a consistent 13 steps. I'm not getting any fucking closer to the kid. Stereo audio confirms that the crying noise has not increased in volume and remains approximately 200 meters below the subject. Noted. Please continue. The subject continues another 17 flights before stopping. 50 flights total. D is standing on the 51st landing, counting the initial ground level landing. D is estimated to be 200 meters below the initial platform. 34 minutes have elapsed. The volume of the crying has not increased. I feel uneasy. You've spent a lot of time in a dark, unknown stairwell. It's natural. Please continue. The subject hesitates before stepping down to the next stair. As the subject moves forward, the floodlights illuminate a face located approximately at the bottom of the flight, SCP-087-1. It appears to be the same size and shape as a human head, except it is lacking a mouth, nostrils, and pupils. The face is completely motionless, but is making direct eye contact, indicating its awareness of D. Fuck! What the fuck is that? Holy shit! Holy fucking shit! What the fuck? Can you please describe what you're seeing? It's some sort of fucking person face thing and fucking looking right at me. Fuck, it's looking right at me! Is it moving? No. It's just staring at me. Fuck, it's so creepy. Please approach and further illuminate the entity. Fuck, I don't fucking want... The face jerks forward about 50 centimeters directly towards D. Fuck! Redacted. D enters a panic state and rapidly ascends SCP-087. D reaches the ground floor in 18 minutes, at which he collapses and passes out. There is no sign of SCP-087-1. Review of the footage indicates an equal number of flights and steps ascending as descending. Audio of crying and pleading remains at the same volume until the last flight, at which point it ceases. Medical reports indicate collapse was due to a rapid acceleration up the stairs, causing fatigue. End of Document 1. Document 087-2. Exploration 2. D9035 is a 28-year-old African-American male of strong build. Psychological background indicates no abnormalities except an extreme hatred for women. The subject has an extensive record of data expunged. D9035 is equipped with a 100-watt floodlight with battery power capable of at least 24 hours, a handheld camcorder fit with a transmission stream, and an audio headset for communicating with Dr. Redacted at control. D035 is already equipped with a backpack containing 100 small LED lights with adhesive backs and battery lasting approximately 3 weeks. Lights turn on and off by compressing them. Again, I'm going to be calling him D, even though this is a new person at this point. D shines the floodlight down the first flight of stairs. Despite the extra wattage, the light does not illuminate beyond the 9th step. You want me to go down there, Doc? Please shine your flood lamp outside of SCP-087 to verify it's functioning correctly. D shines the light into the hallway. Comparison of footage from Exploration 1 confirms it is indeed brighter. Thank you. Please continue to the first landing. Doc, I know what you said and all, but I don't think I want to do that. Please continue to the first landing. Doc, look, Please continue to the first landing. D pauses for 18 seconds, then descends 13 steps to the first landing and stops. Is that a kid? Please remove one of the adhesive lights and affix it to the wall of the landing. Doc, you hear that? Is that a kid down there? That's unconfirmed. Please affix an adhesive light to the wall and verify it functions. D hesitates, then removes one of the lights from his backpack and adhesives it to the wall. He presses on the light and it turns on. Please turn off your floodlight. D hesitates again before turning off the lamp. The LED light illuminates the landing, but it does not exceed beyond the first step either way. Thank you. You may turn your flood lamp back on. Please continue to descend. At each landing, affix an LED light to the wall and turn it on. If you notice anything unusual, please report it. D turns the floodlight back on and descends to the next flight of stairs. As he steps onto the landing, the audio picks up the sounds of bleeding and crying, consistent with that of the first exploration. Can you still hear that previously recorded audio? Yeah. She sounds about 150, maybe 200 meters down. Am I supposed to be looking for her? Look, Doc, I don't do good with kids. Please place the light and continue down until you notice anything unusual. The subject adhesives the light to the wall and turns it on, then continues to the next landing. He adhesives the third LED light onto the stair and turns it on. D continues in this manner for the next 25 flights until he stops. I don't think I'm getting any closer to the kid, Doc. How far would you estimate the source of the sound to be? Same as before. 150 to 200 meters down. Thank you. Please proceed. D continues in the same fashion for the next 24 flights. At Flight 51, first's landing, he stops. Footage shows an arced gouge in the cement wall, estimated to be approximately 15 centimeters long and 10 centimeters wide. The first step down from the landing appears to be completely smashed into rubble. You see that? Yes. Can you describe what you see? Looks like something slashed at the wall. And the step over here all crumbled up and stuff. The smashed marking looks really smooth. D touches the gouge mark. Yeah, it's smooth. Feels like glass. Thank you. Please continue down. Look, Doc, I think I've gone far enough. Please continue, as per our agreement. I don't want to do this, agreement or not. Data expunged. D steps over the destroyed step and continues down the staircase. Nothing is notable at the next landing. D adhesives an LED light to the wall and continues on the same fashion for another 38 flights. The sound of crying and bleeding does not get any closer. D is on the 89th landing, and 74 minutes have elapsed from the beginning of the exploration. Subject is estimated to be about 150 meters below the initial platform. I feel like this kid is luring me down, Doc. I think it's time for me to... D stops talking and moving as the floodlight illuminates SCP-087-1. The face is staring directly at D, again indicating awareness of the subject. Although SCP-0871 appears to be unmoving, its location is 38 flights below the initial encounter in Exploration 1, indicating it is mobile. Is there a reason that you stopped? D. Unresponsive. D's breathing grows labored. SCP-0871 remains immobile for another 13 seconds. SCP-081 blinks. D. Yelling. Incomprehensible. I am not acting that. SCP-0871 jerks forward until it is approximately 90 centimeters from D. Subject turns and flees up the stairs. Please remain calm and turn around. We need a closer look at the face. D ignores Dr. Redacted and continues rapid ascent. He continues to scream incoherently. D9035, can you hear me? Please slow down. D9035 is unresponsive and continues rapid climbing of the stairs. His screaming diminishes into babbling. After ascending 72 flights, D9035 collapses on the 17th landing. D9035, can you hear me? D9035 is unresponsive, and labored breathing can be heard through the audio feed. For the next 14 minutes, D is immobile. The visual feedback is black, and the audio picks up only the subject's breathing and the continuous pleading coming from below. After 14 minutes and 32 seconds of unchanged visuals and audio feedback, the sound of a rapid heartbeat not consistent with a human heartbeat, and a low cracking sound is heard. 7 seconds later, D gasps and revives, continuing his descent of the staircase rapidly and wordlessly. The heartbeat and cracking cease. Nothing abnormal is detected in the visual feed. He remains unresponsive. D exits SCP-087 and sits on the floor outside of the entrance. D then enters a catatonic state from which he has not yet recovered. Document number 087-3. Exploration 3. D9884 is a 23-year-old woman of average build and appearance. Psychological background indicates a history of depression. Subject has a minimal record of using excessive force to data expunged. D9884 is equipped with a 75-watt floodlight with battery power capable of lasting 24 hours, a handheld camera with a transmission feed, and an audio headset for communicating with Dr. Redacted at control. D9884 is already equipped with a backpack containing 3.75 liters of water, 15 nutrition bars, and 1 thermal blanket. And again, from now on, I'm going to just be referring to them as D, even though they are a completely different person. D stands on the ground level of SCP-087. The floor light illuminates only the first 9 steps. LED lights placed on the walls during the last expedition are not visible. Please descend the first flight and explore the landing wall. D descends the 13 steps and stops at the landing. There is no trace of LED light at the location footage from Expedition 2 indicating it was placed. Yeah, it's just a dirty cement wall. There's like nothing here. No, wait. It's a bit sticky right here. D indicates the spot on the wall that the LED light had been located. There's a child crying down there. She's begging for help and crying. Thank you. Please continue down the stairs until you notice anything unusual. D descends. Upon reaching the next floor, audio of the crying child, constant with the prior 2 expeditions, is picked up. No LED light appears to be present on any of the landing walls. D continues with no incident until she reaches the 17th landing. Ew, there's something on the ground here and it smells really bad. It's all sticky and stuck on my shoe. Ugh, it's gross. Video feed confirms presence of substance occupying a space approximately 50 centimeters in diameter. Can you describe the scent? It smells like old rusty metal and pee. Thank you. Please continue until you notice anything else. D continues to the 51st landing without incident. The 51st landing remains unchanged from the previous expedition, and similar observations are made. D is asked again to descend until anything unusual is noticed. Subject continues her descent until the 89th landing is reached. The video jerks, and the subject yells, "Ah, fuck! There's a hole in the ground and I almost fell in it!" The video feed confirms the presence of a hole approximately 1 meter in diameter. The subject shines the floodlight down, revealing only darkness. Approximately 4 seconds pass, and a light of indeterminate distance down the hole flickers for approximately 2 seconds, then back out. "There was a light down there. It's gone now. It was on for a second. Did you see it?" "Yes." "Can you estimate the depth of this hole?" "No way. Too deep. At least 1 kilometer. Like, way more than a kilometer." "Thank you. Can you still hear the child?" "Uh-huh. She still sounds really far away. I don't feel like I'm getting any closer. Like every step I take, she takes one down." "Please continue down until you encounter anything unusual." D continues to descend SCP-087 for approximately 1 hour, covering an additional 164 flights. She stops to rest on 253rd landing, consuming 1 nutrition bar and several gulps of water. D is at an estimated 1.1 kilometers below the initial landing, yet the sound of the child has not changed in volume. After pausing for 4 minutes, D resumes her descent, making no stop for another 126 flights, 1.5 hours later. D is on the 469th landing and approximately 1.8 kilometers below the ground level. "I'm not getting anywhere. I think it's time I went back. Going down is one thing, but this is a long climb up." "You have been provided with food and water and a blanket to last you 24 hours. Please continue down." "No, I'm going back up." D turns towards the previous flight of stairs. "I..." screams. SCP-081. The face is directly behind D, blocking her ascent. The face appears approximately 13 centimeters from the lens of the camera. Its eyes are fixed directly on the lens, this time looking not at the subject, but at the person viewing the camera feed. The camera feed glitches and freezes for 4 seconds, accompanied by a static-like screeching sound from the audio feed. Then it cuts to a bumpy visuals of D descending the stairs rapidly. "It's been following me. This whole time it's been right behind me. Oh god, it's right behind me. It's just looking right at me. Doctor," redacted, "please do something. Please, oh my god, help me. Please, oh my god, help me. I know that it's following me and I need to go down here. Please help me. Oh my god, please help me." This continues in a familiar fashion until the end. D continues to scream and plead hysterically as she rapidly descends the stairs. The previously heard static-like scream seems to overlay the audio feed, beneath which can still be heard the original sound of the crying child. Approximately 14 flights down, the camera feed swings to show the area directly behind D. The face is approximately 20 centimeters from the camera lens. It is not staring at the subject, rather it is fixated on the camera lens, giving the illusion that it is making contact with those viewing the footage. It is important to note that since the sighting of SCP-0871, the sound of the girl screaming and pleading has increased in volume, indicating D is nearing the source. After an approximate 120 panicked flights of descent, with 3 visual confirmations of SCP-081-1 still in pursuit, D trips and appears to fall unconscious. Audio feed indicates strong proximity to the source of the crying. The static and screeching noises continue. The audio feed shows yet another descending flight of stairs, indicating D had not reached the base of the stairwell. 21 seconds of motionlessness passes before the face comes completely into view, its eyes contact being directly made with the viewer. Audio and video feed cut. No connection is reestablished. Document 0874. Data expunged. And that is SCP-087. We did it! We read our first SCP!